Hello everyone, just see you again in sessions 21 and 22. Then we shall move to a new unit 11, Seeing is Believing. What is it about? Seeing is believing. Is it true for you? And this part we are to discuss about modal verbs of probability. Just about one thing regarding to the modal verbs in here. Have you ever learned about modal verbs before? The answer is yes. All right. It's not new for you, I think. But in this part, we are going to go through it and discuss furthermore. And the one you just knew, maybe you can learn from this one as well. Okay, here are the learning outcomes. Let's just go. After completing these sessions, you will be able to use modal verbs of probability effectively and accurately. Practice related exercises accurately. And one last, you will be able to complete minor assignment number 3 effectively. Okay, this part you are to write the reflection paper number 3. That you have to reflect on unit 11 and unit 12. So be ready for that and keep doing it from now, right? Okay, without further delay, we just move to the modal verb probability. So unit 11, the grammar part in here to focus on modal verbs of probability. When we talk about modal verbs, I strongly believe that it is not quite new for you, right? So modal verbs, modal auxiliary verb or modal verb in here can express ability, obligation, permission, and request. All right. So when we talk about modal verb, it is a bit complicated and confusing. That the first one, it talk about ability. The second one, it talk about obligation, permission, and request. And sometimes the verb use we can say one modal verb can use to talk more than one expression regarding to this one, right? They can also express the other part about probability or how certain a situation is. They are an introduction to modal auxiliary verb on page 137. So you have already learned about this one, right? It's not new in here. So something. Okay, so we just move to probability in the present and future. Must and can't. Okay, must and can express the logical conclusion of a situation. So must, it is used to talk about logically probable, and can used to talk about logically improbable. Okay, it may be or it might happen, something in logically in here. There's one, it just might not happen, we can say. And we don't have all the fact, so we are not absolutely sure, but we are pretty certain. All right, so we don't have all the fact, so we are not absolutely sure, but we are pretty certain. All right, so that part that we just believe or we suppose that it might happen. For example, like he must be exhausted. He must be exhausted. He hasn't slept for 24 hours. So because of this, we are quite sure that he must be exhausted. Without sleeping, he is quite exhausted. Sue can't have a 10 years old daughter. She's only 24. Alright? Since the age of 24, Sue cannot have a 10 years old daughter in here. Alright? We are not absolutely sure, but we are pretty certain that she can't. He's in great shape, even though he must be at least 60. He's in great shape, even though he must be at least 60. Alright? So we just see the shape and about the thing that we suppose that he is at least 60 years old, right? A walk in this weather, you must be joking. A walk in this weather, you must be joking. Okay, it's not really easy to walk with this part. And they answering, they must be in bed. They can't be out this late. Okay, so at 11 or at 12. So they must be in bed. Quite sure for this one. Alright. Okay, so in short one we can say we don't have all the facts, so we are not absolutely sure, but we are pretty certain that it might be, right? Okay, I better speak in Khmer a little bit to explain the one who may not come up with this one, right? Okay, in English. Okay, អញ្ចឹងក្នុង chapter 11 នេះយើងនិយាយអំពី modal verbs ដែលនិយាយអំពី probability ណាភាពដែលអាចកើតមានឡើងណា probab អញ្ចឹងបើយើងនិយាយអំពី modal verb ឬក៏ modal auxiliary verb នៅពេលដែលយើងនិយាយវាអាចនិយាយអំពី ability ណាពីសមត្ថភាពពី obligation ពីកាតព្វកិច្ចពី permission ការសុំអនុញ្ញាតឬក៏ request ការធ្វើសំណើហើយវាក៏អាចនិយាយអំពី probability ណានិយាយអំពីភាពដែលវាអាចកើតឡើងឬក៏ how certain in situation ណាឬក៏ភាពជាក់លាក់ណាមួយក្នុងស្ថានភាពណាមួយហើយយើងក៏បានរៀនហើយកន្លងមកដែរវាជាលក្ខណៈជា introduction នៅក្នុង modal auxiliary verb នៅទំព័រទី137ណាអូខេចុះយើងនឹងទៅនិយាយជាក់ពិស្ដារអំពី probability in the present and in the future ណាបាទភាពប្រហាក់ប្រហែលឬក៏នឹងអាចកើតមានឡើងក្នុងបច្ចុប្បន្នកាលនិងអនាគតកាលចឹងទីនេះយើងនឹងនិយាយអំពី must ហើយនិង can ចឹង must ហើយនិង can នេះគឺយើងអាចប្រើនិយាយអំពី logical conclusion of a situation ណាចឹងតកតងទៅនឹងសេចក្តីសន្និដ្ឋានណាដែលសមហេតុសមផលណាមួយនៃស្ថានភាពណាមួយណា logical ចឹង must យើងអាចប្រើវានិយាយអំពី logically probable ទៅលើភាពដែលអាចកើតមានឡើងដោយសមហេតុសមផលណាមួយណាហើយ can គឺយើងនិយាយអំពីអ្វីដែលវាមិនអាចកើតឡើងដោយពឹងផ្អែកទៅលើលក្ខខណ្ឌសមហេតុសមផលណាមួយចឹង we don't have all the facts so we are not absolutely sure but we are pretty certain ណាចឹងយើងអត់មានអ្វីមកបញ្ជាក់ការពិតទាំងអស់ទេប៉ុន្តែយើងក៏អត់អាចនិយាយបានថាវាពិតជាត្រឹមត្រូវឬកើតឡើងនោះទេប៉ុន្តែយើងអាចមានសេចក្តីសន្មតច្បាស់លាស់ណាមួយណា pretty certain ឬជាក់លាក់ដោយពឹងផ្អែកលើហេតុផលណាមួយ He must be exhausted. He isn't he hasn't slept for 24 hours ណាគាត់ច្បាស់ជាអស់កម្លាំងខ្លាំងណាស់ហើយ he hasn't slept for 24 hours គាត់បានគេងពេញ24ម៉ោងហើយណាអញ្ចឹងគាត់លទ្ធផលគឺគាត់អីច្បាស់ជាអស់កម្លាំងណា Sue can't have a 10 years old daughter she's only 24ណានៅឈ្មោះ Sue ហ្នឹងមិនអាចមានកូនអាយុ10ឆ្នាំបានទេដោយសារគាត់ត្រឹមតែអាយុ24ឆ្នាំណាអូខេ It's logical ណា He is in great shape even though he must be at least 60ណាគាត់នៅតែមានរូបរាងសង្ហាទោះបីជាគាត់មានអាយុដល់ខ្ទង់60ឆ្នាំក៏ដោយណាអូខេ A walk in this weather you must be joking ណាអូខេអាចទៅរួចទេដើរក្នុងអាកាសធាតុបែបហ្នឹងអ្នកឯងពិតជាកំ pl ែងពេកហើយ And they answering they must be in bed they can't be out this late ណាពួកគេមិនឆ្លើយទេមែនទេឬក៏ពួកគេមិនបើកទ្វារមែនទេអញ្ចឹងឬក៏ពួកគេអត់ទទួលទូរស័ព្ទទេឬបាទពួកគេប្រកាសជានៅគេងលុបបាត់ហើយពួកគេមិនអាចនៅខាងក្រៅពេលយប់ជ្រៅស្មើនេះនោះណាអូខេ So those are the things I hope you can catch up okay just move to number 2 that we just use may might could okay we should just use may might could to express probability in the present or the future that we just use may or might plus not is the negative couldn't is rare in this use he might be lost they may be stuck in traffic you could win the lottery this week who knows Dale and Beth aren't at home they could be at the concert I suppose we may go to Greece for our holiday we haven't decided yet take your umbrella it might rain later I might not be able to come tonight I might have to work late they may not know where we are talk about negative right okay and the other part we can say like the continuous infinitive is formed with be and plus ing verb ing something you must be joking they can't still be eating Peter might be working late they may be coming on a later train I could be sitting on a beach right now it is the probability in the present or future in here I better speak in Khmer for the one who cannot catch up with English okay អញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំនឹងបញ្ជាក់កន្លែងនេះបន្តិចណាបាទអញ្ចឹងតកតងនឹង may might could នេះគឺយើងអាចប្រើវានិយាយអំពី probability ណាភាពដែលអាចកើតមានឡើងនៅក្នុងពេលបច្ចុប្បន្នឬក៏អនាគតហើយ may ឬក៏ might plus not គឺជាយើងប្រើក្នុងទម្រង់បដិសេធណា couldn't សម្រាប់ couldn't គឺគេអត់សូវប្រើទេក្នុងករណីនេះណា he might be lost ណាគាត់អាចនឹងវង្វេងផ្លូវ they may be stuck in traffic ពួកគេអាចនឹងជាប់គាំងនៅឬក៏ស្ទះចរាចរណ៍ you could win the lottery this week who knows ណាបើថាមិនត្រូវអ្នកអាចនឹងឈ្នះឆ្នោតនៅក្នុងសប្តាហ៍នេះបាទ Dale and Beth and at home they could be at the concert I suppose ចឹងសម្រាប់ Dale និង Beth គឺមិននៅផ្ទះទេពួកគេអាចនឹងនៅកន្លែងប្រគំតន្ត្រីណា concert ខ្ញុំគិតថាពួកគេអាចនឹងនៅកន្លែងប្រ cùng đón trai. We may go to Greece for our holiday. We haven't decided yet. Và dừng ai đừng mình snack cao tới lên nơi bờ tây Greece. Bản đáy bộ dừng ở toàn bàn thôi cả xin mẹ trận lại đi. Take your umbrella. It might rain later. Chừng giờ chặt vào nẹt tay phong. Và vì ai đừng plien nơi bên tay chết này. I might not be able to come tonight. I might have to work late. Và trong nâng mình ai mô bàn ti dục này mới tới. Và hai chị trong trời từ thời ca dục trời ổn định. They may not know where we are. Bộ kia mình ai đăng thả bộ dừng nơi tình nơi tê nhé. Okay. The negative one, right? The continuous infinitive is formed with be plus ing. Dân xung rạp tầm rong continuous infinitive là bạn cái cây sắp đám cứ trở bàn form cho mùi nâng be plus ing. Chính you must be joking. So must be joking verb ing. Ai cũng phong tài dạy lên nhé. They can still be eating. Phụ kia mình ai đừng cầm phong nhằm nụ tê nhé. Okay. Smart này hỏi. Peter might be working late. Peter ai đừng cầm phong thôi cả đòi dục trữ. They may be coming on a later train. Phụ kia ai đừng màu nơi chân rụt lương bắt tọp tiết. I could be sitting on a beach right now. Okay. I could be sitting on. Chúng ai đang cầm phong thằng coi nơi một nơi bên này. Okay. Continuous infinitive is formed with be plus ing, right? Okay. Be plus verb ing. This is. Okay. Next, asking about possibility. Question form with modal verbs of probability are unusual. To ask about possibility or probability, we usually use do you think. Alright? Question form with modal verbs of probability are unusual. To ask about possibility or probability, we usually use do you think. Okay. Do you think she married? Okay. Do you think she is married? She can be. She can be. Where do you think he's from? He might be Portuguese. Portuguese. Do you think they arrived yet? They may have, or they might have got stuck in the traffic. You got it? So we can say when we form the question of modal verb of probability are unusual to ask. Okay, I better speak in Khmer here. Chẳng xâm ra possibility nhé. Càng về bịភាពដែលវាអាចកើតឡើង possibility ដែលអាចទៅរួចអញ្ចឹងសម្រាប់ការ question form ដែលប្រើ modal verb និយាយអំពី possibility វារៀងមិនប្រក់ក្តីបើណាវាគេមិនសូវប្រើ to ask about probability or possibility or probability we usually use do you think អញ្ចឹងបើកាលណាយើងប្រើអំពីភាពដែលអាចកើតឡើងឬក៏ probability ដែលវាអាចនឹងកើតឡើងគឺយើងតែងតែប្រើ do you think ណា start with do you think like do you think she married អាចទៅរួចទេអានាងបានរៀបការហើយ she can be មិនអាចទៅរួចទេគឺ where do you think he's from គេថាគាត់មកពីប្រទេសណាដែរ he might be Portuguese គាត់អាចមកពីប្រទេស Portugal ឬក៏ Okay, do you think they arrived yet? គេថាពួកគាត់មកដល់ហើយនៅ They may have, or they might have got stuck in the traffic jam. បាទប្រហែលជាមកដល់ហើយឬក៏ថាមិនត្រូវពួកគេអាចនឹងគង់តែស្ទះចរាចរណ៍ right? Something here, right? Okay, let's go to the next one. Probability in the past. The perfect infinitive is formed with have plus past participle. Okay, perfect infinitive is formed with have plus past participle. He must have caught a train letter. They might have lost our phone number. Okay, modal verb plus have plus past participle here. Have and past participle. Okay. This form expresses degree of probability in the past. He must have been exhausted. She can't have told him about us yet. The letter may have got lost in the post. He might have changed his mind, or they could have moved house. Okay, so all these things are the degree. Probability strong to the weak one. This part we can see, right? Okay, different degree. Okay, the lowest one and the highest one in here. The continuous infinitive is formed with have plus been plus verb ing. She must have been joking. Have, been, and verb ing. She must have been joking. They can't have been trying very hard. He could have been lying to you. Have been verb ing. Okay, so this thing. So in this part, we just talk about probability in the past that we just form with, we can say like perfect infinitive. Okay, same thing here. I will speak a little bit about probability in the past. Be probable ក៏លទ្ធផលដែលវាអាចនឹងកើតមានឡើងនៅក្នុងអតីតកាលគឺយើងប្រើលក្ខណៈជា perfect infinitive ឬយើងហៅថាជា present perfect infinitive ណា Okay, what do we call បាទគេយកស័ព្ទសម្បូរដល់គេប្រើគេយកស័ព្ទដើមណាដែលយើងប្រើជាមួយនឹង must ហើយវាត្រូវតែមានអី have plus past participle វាជាទម្រង់របស់វាណាគេចុះយើងមើលទម្រង់នេះមិនថា have plus past participle ហ្នឹងដែលយើងហៅថាជា perfect infinitive ណាគេអញ្ចឹង he must have caught a train letter ណាគាត់ត្រូវតែជិះឡានជិះរថភ្លើងមួយបន្តទៀតទេអញ្ចឹងនេះជា modal verb ហើយនេះជា perfect infinitive ហើយបាទអញ្ចឹងវាអាចកើតឡើងពីអតីតកាលប៉ុន្តែវាអត់បានកើតឡើងទេអញ្ចឹងណា but they might have lost our phone number ពួកគេអាចនឹងបាត់លេខទូរស័ព្ទរបស់ពួកយើងបាទទីពិតអត់ទេណាThis form express degree of probability in the past ណាទម្រង់នេះគឺជាវាអាចបញ្ជាក់ពី degree បានថាភាពខុសគ្នានៃរឿងរ៉ាវដែលវាអាចកើតមានឡើងនៅក្នុងអតីតកាលណា He must have been exhausted គាត់អាចនឹងអស់កម្លាំង She can't have told him about us yet គាត់អាចនាងមិនអាច Okay, she can't have told him about us yet នាងអាចនឹងមិនទាន់បានប្រាប់ពួកយើងគាត់អំពីពួកយើងនៅឡើយទេណា The letter may have got lost in the post Okay we are not quite sure តែវាអាចនឹងបាត់បង់ណានៅក្នុង post office នឹង He might have changed his mind គាត់អាចនឹងមានការផ្លាស់ប្ដូរចិត្ត or they could have moved house ពួកគេអាចនឹងមានការរើផ្ទះអញ្ចឹងកន្លែងនេះបានថាវាតកតងនឹង degree បានថាពីក្រោមនេះវាអាចថាអត់ច្បាស់ដល់ must have been នេះគឺច្បាស់បានថាវាអាចនឹងកើតឡើងច្រើនណាគេទី3 the continuous infinitive form with have been plus verb ing ណាយើងសម្រាប់ continuous infinitive នេះគឺ form ដោយប្រើ modal verb plus have plus been plus verb ing like she must have been joking so must is modal verb have is have here been is been and joking is verb ing អញ្ចឹងគាត់អាចនាងប្រកាសជាកំពុងតែ lên xài 2 nhé. Okay. They can't have been trying very hard. Okay, ai nhưng mình đang chia diêm là tập hiệp tê nhé. Okay, he couldn't have been lying to you. Nhé. Chừng còn ai nhưng cả họ nè, ai nhưng cầm bông cả họ nè ai, bông lên xài cho mọi nè ai. Okay. Okay, so these all are probability in the past. It might happen in the past, but actually not happen. Okay. That's it about today, and please practice exercises in the textbook, and see you in the real meeting classroom. Okay, enjoy it and good luck. See you there. Thank you very much.